Hello class. In this video we're going to learn about adding information into a Google Doc. So today you had an assignment that was given to you and you were to take your paper assignment from yesterday and transfer that information into a Google Doc. Now in the future we might be able to go straight into a Google Doc and not have to do it on paper first, but I wanted us to have that paper experience to help us as we start to put things into the Google Doc. So in this video, all I want to do is just show you some things, some tips and tricks that you can use when you're entering information into a Google Doc. Now in this case, you're transferring what you did yesterday into this paper. In the future, hopefully we can go straight to a Google Doc, but I wanted you to be able to have that written experience and transferring it, because sometimes it's easier to remember things when we write them out completely, and also in this case, especially since we're learning, I thought that would be a helpful way to do it. Okay, so you're going to click in that first box. Okay, and when you do, that should get your cursor blinking. When your cursor is blinking, that means you're ready to type. Okay, so let's go. What was your favorite subject in school? For me, it was math. Now watch what's going to happen here. I'm going to hit the enter key. Okay, and when I hit the enter key, that box gets bigger. So it's not like you are limited in size to having everything having to be on one line. Okay, but you can have things, that box will grow as you need to type more and more. So I might just hit enter again. I really loved math. Okay, a couple other things I want to show you. You'll notice you have a toolbar across the top here. Okay, that gives you many things that you'll be able to do with your document. I'm going to show you a few. Number one, watch what I do. I highlight everything, okay? And sometimes I can just click in that box, hit Control A. That highlights the entire page. Don't want to do that. I just want to highlight this section of the text, and I can make it bold, or I can unbold it. Italics, no italics. Underline, not underlined. Text color, if I want all of my text to be red. Bold and red. Okay. If I want to highlight something, give it a background. So let's go down here to the next question. Okay, let's say I just want to highlight that. I go over to the highlighter, choose a color, and now that section is highlighted for me. That's a great tool if you're highlighting that important information in a question. Okay, remember we talked about in another video, if you want to undo something that you just did, one of the shortcuts for that is to hit the Control Z key, one after the other, while holding down on the Control, and look what happens. My highlighting is gone. Okay. Another thing that you can do, something I do often, I add links. So you can highlight a text, click a link. If you know that link's web address, you can copy and paste it from the web address bar. Control V is a paste shortcut, or right click and paste will get you there as well, and then you can add links into your materials. Some other things that you can do, you can just click on a line somewhere. What if I want to center that text? You just hit this section right here, or I could put it all the way to the right, or I can justify the text. In this case, it just puts it all the way to the left, but it would justify your margins, meaning that it would look very uniform and nice. And again, just having it all the way to the left, I would click right there. One other thing I can do, I can put bullet points in. I can take them out. I can have sections numbered. And when you number something or bullet point it, when you hit the enter key, it goes right on to the next bullet point or number. Okay, so again, I will backspace to get rid of that. Get back where I was. I can do lots of things. I can click in this box here and watch here with a background color. Okay, I can give a background color just to that box. Really makes the answers kind of stand out. Okay, makes it easier for me to grade sometimes when I can see things like that. That's why I put the text box in there. Okay. Also, when you do have the text box in there, if you click on the text box, And let's see. I've got a line highlighted there. I want the whole text box highlighted. Hang on just a sec. I'm going to go all the way over here where you see the thick line, thinner line. It keeps getting thinner. That's border width. So as long as I'm clicked inside of here, I could make a stronger border width to that text box, or I can make it back to where it was. Another thing I can do is I can have different border types. So there's a dotted line for my border type. Okay, border color. So let's go with purple and thick and dotted. Okay, so there's things you can do, and remember, the things that we can do here in Google Docs are also some things that we can often do in Google Slides and some of the other Google tools. So those are just a few little tips and tricks when it comes to entering information into your Google Doc. Hope that helps.